Hey yo, Dan Marshall here, and we are starting this is the stream I was meant to start in last week, but yeah, due to not feeling so good, I think the reason was that. I can't really remember, actually I've been trying to remember much. Okay, so, anyways, Werewolf Apocalypse, Heart of the Forest. I only know a little bit of this, meaning that our characters are returning to this village or town that the character grew up, were born in, and left, I think as a child, has now come back as an adult. I believe. Oh, it does not look good. Oh, there was issues with this. Hang on a minute, I wonder. I'll try and make this fit the screen somehow. So, bear with me a moment. Hopefully that will work. Yeah, I did try having this as what was it? I tried having this on Windows, but I think I might have done something. I think I ended up leaving something going a bit wrong. Right. See how it goes. That's close enough. It's only missing like a few millimeters on the right side. So where the word forest is was like a fingernail. Actually, listen up. Alright. I'm trying to figure it out. Actually. Yeah, it's just roughly one index fingertip difference. That's all it is. So hopefully it should be okay. That's the first time I've tried streaming this as well. So, we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, new game. Every time I tab out, it's gonna do something. Yeah. Prologue. Premonition. Alrighty, let's see. Start the chapter. Let's go. Oh god. This is a game about rage and how it helps do things that needs to be done as well as things that we later regret, sometimes both. How do you feel about that? I'm gonna do this. Well, I prefer to think before I act. That's it's very truthful one there. Your rage is low. Good. So you are observant and cunning type. That's okay. There's no right path here, just your decisions and their consequence. Let's just follow the path and see how we go. Alright, it seems like there are 3 ways potentially with this. I'm not too sure though. The woods are full of stars. They flicker, come closer, run away. They want me to chase them or play hide and seek. I observe them. Okay, I watch as they dance around the tree trunks, float up on the gust of wind that shiver through the branches, disappear among the leaves. There are words in their dance, but I don't understand them. Not yet. Then they bunch up and fly towards me like an arrow rushing down. They swoon upon me, but just before the spear of light pierces my breast, they disappear, and the dark of the night returns. Okay, low rage. In the darkness, the spirits keeping the forest alive whisper about the enemy. I begin to move unnoticed, one with the night. And then I wake up. Oh, I was doing pretty well there. I usually suck at this kind of thing. Ooh, cold and alone. Confused, I open my eyes. The forest around me is thick, dark, and reeks of decay to such an extent that it's hard to breathe. The smell fascinates me. I'm not going to do that. I recognize this forest. Why am I here? We're going to do this. I recognize this forest. We had a dream about it. We got pierced in the breast by a spear of light. I know this place. I've been dreaming about this forest since I was a child. The tree trunks, wrapped tightly in dark-leaved ivy, covered in nipples of lichen. Where the vines haven't taken hold, the thorny leafless bushes at their base are overrun with nettles. The fungi radiate with a ghoulish, sickly green light. Dark, sponge-like mushrooms cling to the fallen trees. Why am I trying so hard at reading this? I don't know. I could sort out my voice changing thing, find a more theatrical one, but no. Hang on. Humid. So HOMID is the top one. Oh, and Maya. Maya. That's a very spiritual name, isn't it? Maya. Sounds it. I try to breathe. I'm cold. Something is rotten. Something is rotten. I can't shake the feeling of that something died nearby. I look down and see my hands covered in a dark substance. I'm naked. A sickly glistening film of liquid is clinging to my skin. I can feel it on my face, in my hair. Blood. I'm alert. My spiritual is getting there. Nature is never quiet. The leaves rustle in the wind. Small creatures scuttle in the undergrowth. There's a whisper. I don't understand what it means, but the word resonates in my head. Garo. Who said that? There are several. There is a severed head right in front of me. Some choices require willpower. Ooh. We're not going to be sick. Actually, yes, we are. We have no rage now. The face is contorted, the eyes bulging, the mouth open, the tongue stuck out. It's obscene. I feel bile rising in my throat, so I start to retch, and then the eyes open in the darkness. Who is that? I can see their silhouettes, shade of jet black against the darkness. They smell fur and moss and blooded earth. Massive creatures, some with horns, some with antlers, their eyes burn like small fiery windows into hell. I look at them and something wakes inside me. Defiance. We're going to about defiance. They tell me stories of their lost battles and dying hopes, and I say, no. I tell them my stories of the enemy and how they are so stupid, so clueless, that we almost feel pity as we kill them. They listen and laugh. I laugh with them. In a moment of clarity, I almost understand what the forest wants from me. And then I wake up. I know this is actually kind of interesting, is this? Oh! That was the prologue? Hey, wow, that was quick. That was really quick, actually. I am doing this a little earlier, by the way. You might have noticed I'm doing it quite a bit earlier, in fact. Normally I'm doing it, later. Just letting them know. There we go. I may have to sort out the game capture settings, to make it so it captures just the game, because that might help with my issue with this. Maybe. Potential. Hopefully it's just this one game that does it. But I worry because in October I'm doing another game that's similar to this. So I'm a little hesitant what's going to happen with that. Okay, here we go. Chapter 1. Arrival. Maria Borodich. Maria, wake up. I opened my eyes, my neck was stiff. I stretched lazily as I assessed where I was. Out of the corner of my eye, I wasn't in the forest anymore. I was in a bus. The sun streaming through the windows was making it hard to see. The girl next to me was touching my shoulder, disturbed. I comforted her. It's just the sun, don't worry. It's alright. I squeezed her hand to comfort her. She looked at me, concerned. You were laughing like maniacally. I blinked. The memory of the dream was still there, and the taste of blood in my mouth. You know what, we're gonna do this. Oh no, wait, actually. No, yeah, don't do that. Glad I wasn't alone. Thank you for coming with me, I said. The girl next to me smiled. I think we're almost there. Her name was Anya. We'd met a couple of weeks earlier on a orientation day. She was from Norway. Ooh, Scandinavian. A tall, broad-shouldered, calm person who wore her long hair in braids. Somehow, I'd managed to talk her into this crazy field trip across the land of my ancestors. Anya is friendly. Let's go for it. She seems excited. Doesn't want to help. Anya reached into her backpack and took out 2 apples. I'm really happy we decided to come here, she said. Yeah, I said, offering her some of my cabanosy, dried meaty sausage that was so much better than the original Polish ones back in the US. I was glad Anya had decided to come with me. I had problems keeping friends around and really needed one. I did some searching, she said, from over her phone, and this place is amazing. The last primordial forest of Europe. Oh, this is in Poland. I think it's in Poland. I don't know. I'm just guessing. The trip was my idea. Our summer language course was starting in a few weeks. That Mouse taught Anya in skipping the tours of concentration camps and old churches and visiting Białowieża National Park with me instead. So far, it's beautiful, she said, her eyes smiling. But why are we here again? That is a good question. That's a good question. There we go. Why were we there? There being Białowieża. Oh, Białowieża is a village in Poland's Podlasie province, in the middle of the Białowieża forest, of which it's named. That is easy. I'm gonna forget the pronunciation, by the way. Just in a few months, I'm gonna forget it. A small village of northwest Poland near the border with Belarus. It was famous for its national park, the very last Europe bison, and according to the quick web search, occasional tensions between far-right troublemakers and the local Belarusian community. The most honest answer would have been because I'd been dreaming about the forest in Białowieża since I can remember, but people don't understand when I say things like that. I look her in the eyes. I told her everything. I've always had these dreams where I'm in this forest and it speaks to me. I said hesitantly, I'm not sure why, but I feel like I'm supposed to be here. Only my grandfather understood these dreams, respect the forest, he would say, and pay attention to your dreams. That's all. I was actually reading the number 2 choice responses. Yep. It was all I got from that part of the family before my mum ran away and cut all connections with my dad. I waited for her response. And I went on for a long time. Wow, that's intense. She looked at me with what seemed like respect. I wouldn't dare tell anyone so like that. And I was loyal. Good on you, Anya. Good on you, Anya. I think it's great you've come from such a magical place. She smiled. The last ancient forest in Europe, thousands of years old. I wasn't sure if I was fond of that magic, but it was hard to ignore. And that was precisely why I needed to do something. Anything about my future, that damn forest and my weird-ass family. I had a clear goal in mind. I wasn't there by mistake. I planned this trip for months with a clear goal in mind. I had to learn the truth about my roots. Yes. My grandfather's stories, the secrets my mother ran away. There was a mystery in my past. It was time I uncovered the truth about who I was There was a mystery to uncover and adventure to be had. I couldn't wait. Welcome home. I've already forgotten how to pronounce it. Biowulveja looked like an overexposed photo of a village with the contrast turned all the way up. It was a hot, sleepy day on a hot, sleepy street, and everything, the old trees, the old grass, the weathered wooden houses, the fences, screamed almost normal. That is quite as concerning as that. Everything except the shadows that were sharp as though they were freshly printed with the darkest of inks. This is good so far, I've got to admit. We've only been 50 minutes into the stream, this is already pretty good. For the second I could have sworn they moved, then I realised it was just a black cat walking down the sidewalk. Alright. When it saw me, it stopped in its tracks. Now, I know Archimedes would want me to try and pet the cats, but I'm not too sure. We want to be, it's a new place. It just appeared out of nowhere, walking down the sidewalk. We want to be careful. We don't want to fall into anything. Why, we watched it with suspicion. Hey, do you think they're rabid cats? God, this one's acting weird. I mean, they're rabid squirrels, but not cats. She shrugged, looking around. Didn't you say you haven't waiting for us? But he wasn't there, and the cat was still staring at me. Let's go. And you put on her backpack. I'm tired, and I really need for a toilet. But Ron, I was tempted to just get out of the sun and worry about bouncing friends later. No, later. Oh god, I'm part blind. That must be. I said I didn't need him. Right, now we get a choice. I said I didn't need him, that's 0 rage. That's not going to be angry about it. Oh, it might be the more anger we get, the more it impacts. We want to keep our willpower though. We don't need rage, we need willpower and health. Yeah, pretty much what we have to. So, but the meeting was just too important. Well, we came here to meet someone, so we're going to do this. Let's just wait a little longer, I said. I don't remember. I'm ready to meet up with him. His name was Bartek. I met him online while researching the location. The man knew everything there was about local history. Alright, I asked him to check if anyone in town remembered my grandparents, and hopefully he found something. I really need to pee. And yes, said it like it was a 5-year-old and not very bright one either. I made my best puppy dog eyes. Please don't pee us out. Don't do that. Let's just wait a few more minutes longer. Please, pretty please. I made my best puppy dog eyes. It's important. The things we do for friends. And you looked around to see if anyone was coming. They made a beeline to the nearest bushes. Watch my backpack and you owe me one. Perfect. So I waited. That's ominous. As I waited, and the creepy cat waited with me, Bartek was 15 minutes late, flustered and apologetic. It was his dad's company. He explained about catching his breath. He had to help him out with some paperwork. He seemed uncomfortable. That's not good. 0. That's it. 0. I thought you were on summer break, I said. No, says number. You said you studied forestry. I do, but my dad has a lot of different businesses. One of them is loosely connected to the woods. But he uses me whenever he can, he said as he rubbed his neck. Father's. I shrug. I couldn't understand daddy issues. He was tall, broad shouldered, and had freckles all over his face. Oh no, I'll take you to your place. His accent was broad and very Eastern European. If I could do that accent, I would voice these non-boys, but I don't know. And you liked him, let's do this. and you took an immediate liking to him. I always could smell romance in the air. We walked along the only street of the village, slowly making our way towards the outskirts. The trees were growing denser, their scent becoming richer and more pronounced. I took a deep breath. Ooh, goal, family. So you managed to trace the name I gave you? I asked. Bartek. I don't say Barrett. Bartek. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Sorry, he was wearing my eyes. A trickle of sweat ran down his temple. He looked at me. He looked afraid. What's up, man? I smiled. Spill the beans. I'm big. No, I can take it. But he just clamped up. You know what? I think you should drop it. I stopped. Hang on a minute. What's going on here? He was scared of some. Oh, it's the rage options, the ones that if you have rage, it lets you do. Alright, I think I might have figured out. I turned to Bartek and touched his arm. What's eating at you, man? He shrugged and shook his head. You can tell us. I really hope there's a way to get. We'll do that. Oh, we have no more willpower. Oh, we got his. Yeah. Oh, yes. Uh-oh. That's not good. Took a while, realised. Oh god, we have no more willpower. Well, he brushed his forehead with the back of his hand. I did ask. I started. The old people here, I told them my friend from the States was looking for her roots. Wanted to know about the place her family came from, you know the drill. At first people were very, receptive. I waited for you for a shoe to drop and I mentioned your name. He shook his head. That's not good. Bartek, no dramatic pauses, please. I urged him. The tension is killing me. One of the old men here told me to go to hell. The other spat on the ground. His wife crossed herself. For a moment he looked younger and smaller. Then my own grandmother told me to stop asking and said something else. And I said, well, I tensed up. What? I asked. She told me to pray for you. Suddenly the sweet golden afternoon wasn't so sweet and golden anymore. Yeah, who? I felt shivers run down my bed. My grandma would pray for me all the time, and I felt shivers run down my spine. We walked in silence, but my mind was in overdrive. Yes, got willpower back. I'm happy with that. We walked in silence, but my mind was overdrive. People didn't want to talk, and that could only mean one thing. They're very to themselves. They don't like outsiders. They are introverts, that kind of thing. It's normal. That's some willpower back. People were scared of my family, condition, healthy. Ooh, I paused quick and I tensed up like a hound that smelled blood. I was on the right track. Every time you learn or do something significant that brings you closer to your goal, you regain willpower. Oh, so there are 3 goals. If we do something towards the goal, we get willpower. Okay, I think I get that. Bed and breakfast. The location had a few hotels and hostels, but the preferred form of accommodation was bed and breakfasts. That's where we stayed. The artwork looks really nice. I found one that was nice, clean, and had good reviews. We had a room on the 2nd floor, a huge window and a great view of the forest. We dropped off our stuff and soon were ready to head out again. The day was hot and we were young and restless. Will you show us around? And you smiled at Bartek. Sure, what do you want to see? Before you go, check your character sheet. In the upper right corner of the screen. Oh, right. Okay. Right. Oh, that's the pause button. I didn't know. Wait. Okay. Ah. Right, we need to do. Right, we need some rage. We need to get some rage that might help us a little bit. You can also check who your friends are. Oh, top right. Oh. Wow. We are Maya Borodich, 24, student, American. Personality assessment. Not that brave, inspiring, and analytical, but very spiritual. It's a important one. And cunning. We're not brave. Okay. Mind and body, condition, healthy, cool. Goal, mystery, learn your family history, pursue to regain willpower, cool. People were scared of my family, they didn't want to hear the name. Relations, and yeah, loyal, Bartek, friendly, family. It's complicated. That was really quick. Right, we'll do a little bit more of this. I'm not sure how the savings like in this. Okay, the location was a quaint tourist town, but I had other things on mind. The lay of the land. I had a clear goal in mind. I found I was entangled in this town as I had uncovered my roots, and the Bartek went with you. You know what? I think I might actually stop it here, before to be honest. I don't know, I just feel a bit, I don't know. I think past 2 mornings I've been waking up really early and I don't know, and I think missing a few hours of sleep is catching up a little bit. But I promise I will do more of this. Because I'm gonna say now, this game is really good. It's definitely, it's clinging my attention, it's really making me feel invested. And it is really good. But yes, so what I'm gonna do is I do know it's only been like 27 minutes and 40 seconds. I do apologise for it being short. It's just, I don't know, I just feel really, I just feel disorientated pretty badly. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Actually, you know what? We'll do. Well, no, we're gonna do a full hour of this. Well, we're gonna try and do a full hour of this. We're gonna go back to the town. We're gonna look about our relatives, and then we're gonna do whatever. I'll walk about the village. I decided I'm gonna do more of this. I'm not gonna let my disorientation get better of me. We walked through the village, bathed in the sharp rays of the summer songs. I did actually miss this stream last week, and I did have to make up for it, so I'm doing that. Now, because this game is only like, I don't know, it's only like 2 to 3 hours long as this game as well, so I don't wanna do too much at the same time. We'll do some more later. We'll do some more now. We'll get the section done when we get to the map next time. Hopefully, or when we reach an hour, then we'll stop it. Just so at least we get more done. Yeah, because I do shorter streams, but quite a bit happens in them, like an American TV show. Yeah, and the finales are normally longer than an hour, I think. Okay, so it was a lazy afternoon, disturbed only by the occasional passing car, throwing up clouds of dust that hung in the air long after the vehicle was gone. And yeah, I was walking close to Bartek, asking him about little detail in the village. People were relaxing or walking in their yards. Dogs were barking, and every cat we passed froze to look at us. That's freaky. That's really freaky. Zero rage. People seemed quite friendly. Some of them smiled at us as we passed by, and every once in a while we stopped for some small talk with people who were there. And that's every day that always appears. Number one. I put a few stairs. The cats behaving strangely. It was just a tourist town. It's just a tourist town. You like newcomers here, don't you? I smiled. That's a good strategy no, it's a strategy in a tourist destination. Yeah, it works. Normally. Normally. Bartek said with a faint smile, but lately we've been getting riled up. Yeah, tourists can be assholes. Let's do that. I understand that. I said tourists can be assholes. Every time on this for it. Yeah. Yeah, but there's no tourists here. Bartek scratched his neck, embarrassed and surprised. There's no conflict around the forest, you know, and there's attracting some weird people. Activists, reporters, bored rich kids. Oh, vloggers. He said as though his dad didn't own multiple businesses. People like that, and they're getting on the local nerves. I noticed Anya frowning. Anya looked skeptical. I looked the conflict up online, she said, and it doesn't look so small. It looked pretty important, actually. Someone Bartek looked like he was lost for words. Well, you're not the ones. Yes. So you're not. Well, you're not one of the crazies, and you're like almost local. He smiled. So what would you like to see in the village of your ancestors? He spread his arms as if to show me all the splendor the village had to offer. What do you suggest? The village. We'll go into the village centre because that might hold more information. That might branch out to the other two locations. You see, use the mind. For once. It's such a nice village, explained Tanya, as we walked along the quiet street. Nothing moved, the heat was striking. I enjoyed the walk. Obviously, we getting rage. One problem is we can't be insultive. This might get us. I'm not too sure if it's going to get us killed or something later on. We're not having any rage. I like how peaceful it is, I admitted. I can finally slow down and just unwind. I was thirsty. I'm actually thirsty, actually, for something, but I get something to drink, I proposed. I'm parched. The local store was a large mini market with all kinds of goods, from beer to vegetables to notepads and pens. There was a bench near the entrance, and on it was a few local drunks. Zero. They looked colourful, so I waved at them as we passed. One of them wolf whistled and Bartek winced. Why did Bartek wince at a wolf whistle? I do know what that is, by the way. Yeah. I can't do it myself, I think. I'm not gonna try, by the way. No, I wouldn't, at the moment. I assessed the threat. They're drunk and no threat, I said. Assessing the situation, we can always walk away, and if they try and stop us, all it takes a firm push, one or two kicks, and then we make a run for it. Why do you plan things like that? And you shook her head in disbelief. My stepdad sent me to self-defense course when I was 12. I shrugged. It helped me with my anger management issues. Anger management? Anger? We spent some time inside browsing the Latvian, Lithuanian, and Belarusian goods. Why was there almost nothing Polish here? And who in the right minds drink coriander soda? I was putting the soda back on the shelf when we heard a commotion coming from outside. Loud noises, or voices. Some slurs, some curse, a clear mocking polite. I'm sorry, darling, I don't understand. Do you like my skirt? But under his breath. I tried to stay out of it. Don't get involved. Zero. I tensed up and focused on my shopping, trying to ignore the ruckus, but no matter how much I tried to forget, eventually my curiosity got the better of me. That's when I saw who it was on about. They were definitely no local. Alright. The person was old. Not helpless granny old, but old, with deep wrinkles and a narrowed mouth. They had the unisex grace of a tired heroin-preserved rockman. Their shoulder-length, dishevelled hair completed the look. That was it. They looked out of place. They looked like someone had teleported down from a different planet. They had a clean-shaven Eyes highlighted with eyeliner, nails were painted in bright blue, they wore heavy army boots, outrageously red skirt, a tank top, and lots of leather. Jewelry. Wait, leather jewelry? Something like this leather with jewelry. On the bag there are pins, lots of pins, all kinds of LGBTQA plus flags, anarchist and pacifist symbols. I think some German band stripes. Mum would have told me to stay out of it. Yes, do that. Don't get involved, my brother always told me. You keep getting into trouble, you don't want to get into trouble abroad and no one's to help you. But that was the problem, wasn't it? I was always managed to get involved, I just couldn't let go, even now. Go on, Maya. Approached him. I smiled, ignored the man, holding the foreigner. Hi, I'm Maya. I just got here, I said. They looked at me with a serene smile. Nice to meet you. Oh, no. Are these? Oh, no, it's not. They must be like keywords. Nice to meet you, Maya. They said to them with a German accent. I'm Kim. I suggest that we leave. Good. I think we should go somewhere else, I suggested. Kim smiled and threw the man a cold, dead gaze. But why? I sense no reason to move at all. Oh, look. Enough of that. Hey, someone said suddenly from behind our backs. Kim smiled and the man on the bench was stiffened. I turned around. The woman approaching us had the longest, thickest birds I've ever seen. I took in my arms. There was something faintly Asian about her facial features, and the man on the bench looked at her with deference. Deference? Oh, deference. Blech. What the heck happened then? That was weird. That was really weird. I didn't even click anything then, but it just tapped me out. That was really well. That threw me off. Okay. Definitely, you should stop drinking that moonshine. It makes you pick fights you can't win, she said. She looked ferocious. And drunk star to grin. But look here, Elzunia. She had one of them gesturing towards us for the last time. The name's Lisa. She pronounced it Lisa. And this is my friend. You ought to leave him alone, guide. Her Polish sounded weird, more melody. Or maybe mellower. Even when she cursed. The drunkard mumbled and went back to drinking. Thanks, Lisa, Kim said in English. You shouldn't have. Oh, but I wanted to. How did she command so much respect? Well, I'd listen to you, turned around and shrugged with a hint of a smile. Oh, they have their reasons. She looked me up and down, and who would you be? My name is Maya. Smiled Kim. She's also not from here. Oh, are you here to protest the logging? She faced a eyebrow. Or just a tourist? Why were they logging in the national park? That's a good question. Wait, isn't the place like a national park? I asked while I'm looking there. You think we leave the oldest forest on the continent, the beating heart of it alone, wouldn't you? She looked at me with a grim expression. There's illegal logging here, and you chipped in. Wood is money, and there's plenty of wood in the forest. Suddenly, a feeling rushed over me. Now, would we feel burning, or would we feel cold in this situation? It could be good to have a bit of rage. Maybe. Wow, there's some really weird noises going on outside. I take that one. I wonder, why am I getting tapped out? I don't know. You know what? It's our home, we'll get a bit burny. I couldn't see the forest from there, but I suddenly felt very aware of its presence. I almost felt something else deep in my stomach spreading through my veins. Anger, like a wave of heat coming from the heart of the dark, ancient forest. A word in my mind, a strange one that wasn't either Polish or English. Kalkira. Ethan looked at me in the eyes and spat on the ground. I'd eat those greedy bastards alive. I noticed him watching me. I felt like I was being watched, and when I looked up, I saw Kim observing me with a curious expression. They were hiding something. We're gonna do this. We're gonna keep our gaze at that one. I looked at them, realizing that they were much more than just than their first ink. Under that colourful attire lurked something else, something primal. Why are you? What is this? Why were they looking at me like that? I asked. I knew they had strange dreams. They whispered. I suspect the forest is reaching out to you. They leaned close to me. It runs in your blood. The words were like a punch to the gut. Trust me, I know. We're gonna do that. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Who am I, Riley? You can see the invisible, they said. Looking me in. Yes, we got willpower back. It felt like a sudden surge of confidence. Yes, I wasn't making that up. There was something strange in my family's history. There were people who knew what was going on before I could ask. Anya and Bartek approached, and Kim shook their head, silencing me. We used tomorrow at the logging camp. They blew me a kiss, put their arms around Lisa, and walked away. Wow, this is some pretty intense stuff at the moment. Right, we've been to the village centre. We're gonna go to the old cemetery. This could be where we could get ourselves another willpower, maybe. So we have quite a few churches here, Bartek explained as we walked down the road. 2 Orthodox, 1 Catholic, and even 1 Baptist church, he said, as though it was something uncommon. So I asked about it, and I'm asking about that. And what's special about that? I wasn't sure what he meant. He looked at me a bit under, and it hit me, and then it hit him. Oh, of course, you're not from here. Well, Poland is almost exclusively Catholic, and it's a bit uncommon to have all these denominations in one small village. Any Lutheran churches? And yeah, I don't think so. Bartek shook his head and he led us to the small wooden church surrounding by a cemetery. Anyway, even we have churches, there's only one cemetery. The church was Orthodox, with the graves were mishmash of styles and faiths, Catholics, Orthodox, atheists, everyone resting together. This reminds me of the forest. It's like the forest, I said, looking at the spruce growing around the graves. It's full of death. What's fallen stays where it fell. There are all kinds of trees, bushes, and animals, and life is growing out of them. Bartek didn't look convinced. Yeah, maybe. He's just... Yeah. He looked at the cemetery, and for a moment he seemed lost in his thoughts. Although my family lies here, he said, I mean the ones that are dead. Hey, what do you think? What do you think happens when you die? You left an echo. That means your echo for some time, ripple, I think that every in the world has a trace. I was looking for the right word, an aura. Emanation, call it what you want, it doesn't dissolve right away. Bartek seemed unsure. Is that like a new age thing? He looked over the cemetery fence. Anyway, that is it. The spiritual heart of the location. We can go see something else if you like, so that's where we stood and I wanted to go in. He was clearly scared of not letting me in. I just went in. Go for it, Maya. Not so fast. I wanted to look at my family here, remember? I smiled, opening the gate. Bartek shifted uncomfortably. I don't know if that's a good idea. But why? Why? What? Why? I turned to him, surprised. I mean, I told you people our reactions. Maybe it's better to leave it alone. So what are we waiting for? And you smiled at him. He murmured something and led us through the labyrinth of graves to the far end of the cemetery. We continued. The walkways were very narrow. The whole place seemed quite chaotic. Catholic crosses, Orthodox crosses, no crosses at all. Few statues and small simple gravestones, graves you couldn't see because of all the flowers, and graves seemed completely forgotten. And then I saw the woman. Right, so a woman, tall, broad shouldered and long-legged, with grey dreadlocks pinned to the crown of her head. She must have been in her late 40s, early 50s. Wow, my cheekbones are hurting me. She was marching through the walkways with fear in her eyes, but I quickly stepped to the side between the graves to get out of her way. You know what? I think we're gonna stand our ground. I didn't see any reason to move out of the way of some. I didn't. Are you lost after woman Polish looking at me with unset? I was good. No thanks, I'm good, I answered, which when she heard my English she rolled her eyes. Good, she said. I kept walking, only to stop after a few steps. Hey, you with Cornell? Oh no, we can't do that one. Asked Bartek about her. Who was that? I asked, watching lonely. Bartek winced. Oh, that's older. She's a local activist. She left the location when she was 18 or something and returned a few years back with the notion that she was going to change the place. We continued to the far corner of the cemetery. There, seemingly forgotten and covered in moss, was a lonely grave. It was damaged. The tombstone was broken deliberately. Someone had obviously smashed it with a hammer. The name was half erased. The plaque was also damaged. Someone had tried to scratch out the name, but it was so visible. There was a circle around the grave. There was a circle across and around that. No! I wanted to do that one. It's because you asked about me, I asked him Sean, and he shook his head. The first thing I did when you gave me the name was to come here. I like that. I need to squat and look at the plaque. I can't read it. The letters are all wrong. She glanced Bartek. Is this Russian? Belarusian. The same letters, different language. Explained they were not to them here before the war. I looked at Bartek, hoping for context. Within his pocket, so you don't know anything about your dad's side of the family? He asked curiously. Whatever happened at least 70 years ago. And someone still remembers. As a boy, I don't know them. Mom left my dad when I was still a kid. I don't remember much, I admitted. And she kept me away from them. She didn't know I'm here. I didn't tell her I was visiting the location. Maybe he was abusive, said Anya carefully. Perhaps she wanted to protect you. Yeah, I guess. I looked at the grave. Yeah, maybe she wanted to see it. I looked at the grave for the last time. My family name looked strange, written in an unfamiliar Belarusian letters. As we were leaving, I was thinking. I was on something. Yes, we got willpower back. We're not going to use willpower next time. I want to keep the willpower as high as I can. There was something unnatural about my family, and the me coming to the location had stirred up some old demons I had just found out what my ancestors were doing there. Who were they? With that thought, I left the cemetery. The day was something beautiful. I couldn't talking about the devastating graves. Okay, last bit we're gonna do this little bit, and then we're gonna stop after that. Train spotting. Bartek wants to show us the most picturesque spot in the area, said Anya. Maybe that's not the right word, he said, frowning. Well, it's not like it's that beautiful, but it has, an atmosphere, a climate. Ambience, Anya said, in the same time as I'm both left. Ambience, Bartek smiled, obviously relieved. I meant ambience. We ended up on some abandoned tracks. We soon left the village behind and ended up on some abandoned railway tracks. So this is where the magic happens. I grinned, pointing at the empty bottles and used condoms from the tracks, with a slow, winding river, a stone throw away. Oh yeah, and the long, drooping branches of the old trees shading the unused fairway. That place really was picturesque. The bees buzzing around us, the birds sang like there was no tomorrow, and the fragrance of herbs hung thick in the air. My head was spinning. It all felt unreal. I wasn't sure if it was the heat or the smell of the herbs, but the whole scene seemed unreal. The river slid by our left like a giant snake. Bees zigzagged. I'll do that. I want to save my willpower. I'll just get the feeling I'm going to need it. I think I need to sit down for a while, I said weakly. Have some water, and you push the bottle into my hands. You're dehydrated. When we enter the dense copse, we notice a woman standing among the trees. It was Lisa. Hello, Bartek, she said. How did you get here so fast? I couldn't help but ask. There were shortcuts. Didn't elaborate. Hello, Elizabeth Danilovna, answered Bartek. I could hear something in his voice. Was it fear? Respect? Anger? I couldn't place it. She smiled. Do you mind if I joined you? Bartek's in big tense. So what's the story with you two? I asked Bartek. She's from around here. She shook her head. But she helps with the protester. Lisa turned to me. The protest against the logging that his father so weakly promotes. Bartek winced and snapped. I guess. Sorry, shouldn't we cause this the forest? That means taking what we need to survive. It was just something to do. 6,000 trucks of wood isn't taking what you need. He threw me a glance looking for help. She has a point. This time I'm doing that. Don't look at me like Bartek. I think it's barbaric about the beat. If it was about a local action, there wouldn't be problems and you could chimed in, but it isn't. Giant corporations about working in machinery. Ask your friends about his father's money and his clients. Oh, it doesn't sound good. The path was too narrow for us all to fit together, so at some point I found myself walking with Lisa. She would squat from time to time like herbs. That you were looking for your roots, she said after a while. Why? I had dreams. Spiritualism's nearly full. Oh yeah, that's good. I've been having strange dreams, I answered, and I know them to have a hidden meaning. There was any look, she said, surprised. Sit down with me. She nestled among the roots of an old tree. Reached into her basket, took out a blunt. Let's have a smoke and I'll tell you a story. She knows about hesitant. You need to hear it. What the heck? Let's do it. Let's get my eye. These are let out a cloud of smoke and started talking for what I learned from Bartek's grandma. Oh, my cheeks are killing me. You're asking the wrong question about the wrong people. Why shouldn't I be? Now, that's not my family, I pointed out, but not the right branch of the family, she said. Your grandfather wasn't from this village. This is tainted land, girl. She continued. So much blood is spilled that Pusha almost lost her mind. Pusha was one of the words for forest. Polish had lots of stuff, but she, in a weird way, why do you call the forest Pusha? Isn't lass the right word? I call her Pusha because it's a proper name. She huffed. Lass is to Pusha what a dog is to a wolf. Okay, fair enough there. Domesticated, enslaved, used, pushed out is the primeval forest. One untouched by humans, primal, strong, and feared. There was admiration in her voice, and I realized that the words sounded like the rustle of leaves, like the wind. Pusha. As I was telling you, Pusha almost went mad, and it was not wise to wake those spirits, especially not now. What spirits? You mean the dead? I asked. She looked at me when I eyes her gaze almost unbearable hard, anger smoldering, somebody women ready to jump at my throat, and suddenly something changed. You have no idea, do you? About the past? I don't know. No, I admitted. All I know is my grandfather was born here and his aunt was a hero on her quest. Oh. Yeah, my throat is killing me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to stop reading the alphabet. Oh, I think I've just ruined my throat. Okay. Oh. Polite nodding is the way to go. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh. Oh, wow. This is really quite deep lore here. Oh. Oh, wow. Then the weed hits me. What a weird or something on that. We'll do this time willpower this time, man. Because this might actually give us a reward for willpower as well. Oh yes, our spiritualness is very high, means. It wants me to, yeah. Hmm. Then the vision ends. Wow. That's quite intense, actually. Well, we're in the middle. I want to keep my rage at 1 at the moment. If I understood what you're saying, I looked at her. Something from the family's past cast a shadow in my future. Yes, I knew it. I knew we were going to get willpower. Yeah. My father was a forest soldier. Hmm. Oh, yeah, the girlfriend. Who was that? The bison statue watching me with their creepy painted eyes. There we go. The first evening, the BBQ were quaint. I left Onion back to go outside, looking at me some time. Goodbye, went out. I got back out I got out the shower and got back, smiling a little flustered. What a day, she said. Shall we be honest? And let's do that. We'll tell about what happened when we took the weed. Is she gonna be understanding, or is she gonna yell at us for doing weed? Anyway, get for it. Do that. Yeah. So we're gonna do this day, and then we'll end it there, because that's gonna be a full hour. I managed to regain some, what's it called? Some composure, I think the word. I don't know. I still feel a bit disoriented, but not as bad as I did half an hour ago. Ugh. I can't speak anymore. I'm reading obviously my throat's starting to get a bit sore. I'm not used to doing a lot of talking like that. What happened to people still vandalising my family's grave? Yep, and yeah, he's loyal. Yeah. You know what? I'm seriously tired. Let's call it a day, shall we? We're both in our beds, ready to sleep. Oh, this is very interesting, this storyline. Like, I didn't expect it to be this deep. I'm weird, yeah, another willpower. I should go and see the login protests. So what we're gonna do is when it reaches time again, we're gonna drift it off. Oh god, hang on, we're gonna wait for when it says June 21st in the top screen. I am a cup. Oh man, there's another siren going up outside. Quite a busy evening out there, by the sound of it. Hmm? Uh... Hmm. She's just dancing. She might still be a little bit. Oh, we got two cunning, we got another cunning. Perfect. Our spiritual wisdom is nearly full. Hmm. Oh, it's about. Hmm. Hmm. What we're gonna do then when this reaches June 21st, the actual in-game time, then we're gonna call it. We'll do that. We'll give him our blessing. Oh, wow, that was good. That was really well written with that. Wish I could have read that well. Okay, log in. That's gonna be where we're gonna end it for this stream. There we go. We're 20% through the game already. Good lord, that is quick. Perfect. Continue. Yeah, so it was. Okay. That's gonna be it for this one, folks. So, catch you in the next stream, which is gonna be the Werewolf the Apocalypse. Earthblood. Yeah, so back with the controller plugged in. Yeah, so catch me then, folks. That's gonna be on the Wednesday. And Friday is gonna be potential in more Blood Hunt. Yeah. Alright. Alright, folks. See you all later on Wednesday.